Okay, this is Travis Wayne Goodsell, and we're awaiting breaking news at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and in regards to Paul Manafort's sentencing, what's going to happen there, and what the Mueller report will reveal. And so who knows how long it's going to take. I'm going to pause when I see breaking news on the screen there behind me. Although it may say, hey, you've got it muted for so long, that means you're not watching. So, something I'm learning about my new system. So in the meantime, we'll get this video on reply to comments. One thing I have noticed in today's news reportings is that white supremacy violence is definitely on the rise. Since Trump took office, the federal stats have indicated that white supremacist gangs. Is that breaking news? No. They're doing a coming up thing. Okay. So these are not promoted by MSNBC. This is the government reporting. And so, like the church stats get themselves in trouble. It's the church quotes. For example, in my polygamy video, it's the church who's caught lying within their own gospel topic essay on polygamy. And they also lie in the historicity and translation of the Book of Abraham, and I've already done that video. The church just outright lied in those gospel topic essays, except for race and the priesthood, where they do expose and confess to Brigham Young being a racist. That is correct. When you confirm and verify his conference talks, you realize, okay, yeah, it was him, he did it. But the church just brushes it off as, no big deal. You know, yes, it is a big deal. Jesus doesn't do it, so Jesus was not leading Brigham Young to do it, which means Jesus Christ is not the head of the Mormon Church. It's that simple. And yes, prophets are held to a higher standard. They are not to be considered as common folk who are weak because they haven't had the experience to attain the level of someone like a prophet who is supposed to be godly. And Mormons all know this. So, yeah, the crimes by white supremacist gangs have skyrocketed. DesNat, for example, for the Mormon Church, they're threatening to murder guys like me and others who are critical of the church. Even though I'm a Mormon, they consider me an apostate. And they are trying to force me and others to comply with the words of the prophets. And the church, of course, is not making any comment on the matter. Just like Trump is not making any comments on the white supremacist who was in the military, Coast Guard, I believe, who threatened to do an all-out civil war, which is being perpetuated by the right-wing media. That was in Chris Hayes's hour, pointing out that all the right-wing media is talking about a civil war that alt-right Republicans need to prepare for, especially when Trump gets indicted, which he will get indicted apparently. They're just trying to figure out how to do it when they don't need to figure out how to do it. It's in the Constitution. They have no choice but to do it. So, you know, Mormons, why are you alt-right Republican? Why are you gathering arms and threatening people on social media who are pointing out the errors of the church? Why are you putting the church over the gospel of Jesus Christ? The gospel of love, remember? Why are you hating? Why are you going contrary to the gospel of Christ? Why do you draw near to God with your lips, but your actions and heart are far from him? Okay, it looks like Joy came back. They fixed her vocal problem. She's filling in for Chris Matthews. I'm still not seeing breaking news, though. Alrighty, so let's get to the comments. LDS Mormons must choose between the church and Jesus. And Gina Andy. Looks like a first-time person, and she's not Mormon. LDS Church is full of Satan worshippers. That's my only explanation that I can come up with, is that Mormons know they're wrong. They know that they must be evil in order to cover up for the church. That they must protect the prophets above the gospel of Jesus Christ. And as a result, you create a different God, and thus you're Satan worshippers, just like Gina is pointing out here. And blind, deceived people. Their Jesus isn't the Jesus in the Bible. I just said that, you know. A lot of them unknowingly serve the devil in Jesus' name. Yeah. People are getting it. Other people figure it out, Mormons. I like the LDS stuff, but you know little about Trump. Zealandsen. Hillary sold our uranium to Russia, and Bill got a big speaking fee for it. No. No, you fell for the Fox News trap. They lied to you guys. Shepard Smith got on Fox and blew open the Hillary Uranium One scandal. Apparently, Zealandsen missed it, or he was among all of Fox News viewers who were furious and wanted Shepard Smith fired. They will not accept the truth. They will not accept facts. They will not accept evidence, just like the Mormon Church. And see, Zealandsen doesn't get it. Mormons are Republican, alt-right Republican, just like you, Zealandsen. So I'm going to respond to this Zealandsen and take up some time here. Zealandsen, you cannot separate the LDS Church from Trump. Utah is alt-right and among the few full alt-right states still supporting Trump. Apparently you missed Shepard Smiths exposing the fake uranium-1 story, or you are among those Fox viewers who also wanted Shepard fired for doing actual reporting. The real uranium scandal is with Utah's Bears ears. Mormon government leaders got now about to be indicted Zinke to declassify it as a national monument, to sell the land to uranium miners who have now stripped the land so that Trump can sell the uranium to Saudi Arabia, who Flynn was involved in passing nuclear secrets to. Of course, Fox isn't telling you any of this. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty. Pelosi. Okay, so they're talking about the Democrat bill to stop the national emergency. All right, Peter Lee on my stats video. Why are they building a temple in Russia? You had repeated that a million times. Just get to the point. You keep repeating yourself. Peter, you can't criticize me for my manner of presentation. This is my channel. You will not dictate my channel. And so I'm deleting your comment. I won't ban you, because you do get it, sort of. Maybe you're trying not to get it. Peter Lee. Okay, let me. Peter Lee's comment was deleted for being personally abusive to try and silence me. Because that's what you do when you criticize my presentation. You're trying to silence me. Remember, I have a First Amendment right for free speech. I am not abusing anybody. I am exposing corruption. That is not abuse. If you don't understand that, Mormons, I will ban you from my channel. Alright. Because those were stats. The church's own stats. I think I put the link in the description so that he could look for himself. Either that or I did it in one of the comments. But somewhere I gave somebody the comment or pointed it out or something. It's readily available for any of you to do your own research and find out that the church isn't true. You just have to do the research, Mormons. If you don't do the research, you're going to remain in darkness. You're going to be blind fools, as Jesus called the Pharisees, his religious leaders. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we have... I don't recognize this video, so it must be somebody else's channel. Angel Fiery Petals. She's replying to one of my comments, but again, I don't recognize the thumbnail picture. I missed something. When did Trump become the savior? As far as I can see, he's just a man, and we're not supposed to worship man. She missed that I was being sarcastic. I know that automatically, so let's check out which comment she's referring to.
Hey.
Yeah, it's somebody else's video. It's okay. Trump is not the savior. It is evangelicals who believe that. You are correct, and we are in agreement. Come on, just spell it right for me. I never memorized. I did a cramming right before the spelling test. Agreements. Yeah, I was right. But they want me to say agreement rather than agreeance. Whatever. We are in agreement. According to the stats, who believe that? Alrighty, so yeah, it's somebody else's channel, and I didn't check to see which one it was, but it was dealing with Hebrew, so I didn't want to get too much into that. Alrighty. Another delightful day. This was just a fluff piece, guys. Okay, MD is the commenter here, so that explains it. He loves my, he, he gets it. He understands, or she does. I haven't quite identified a sex for MDHHTHH. I'm there. I am the female. Oh, there it is. I am the female version of Dexter. She's an epidemiologist. Wow, having to do with the skin, studying the skin. Interesting. So germs and mutated cells. She wants more brass plates videos. Okay, when I finish polygamy, I've got an idea of how to redo the brass plates videos. So yeah, we'll get that going back again for you. I don't mind this. You like listening to my comment videos, so this is why I do it. I'm doing it for you. Okay. And she noticed my Pangea from my other video. That damn translated correctly song has been painfully etched in my brain through all day. I thought she would like that. See, this reveals her age. She recalls this song from primary, she thinks. I don't. That came after me. So that reveals her age. She's much younger than I am. Okay, it's not Dexter. It's Dexter's Laboratory on Cartoon Network. Because Dexter is I think a mass murderer. I haven't seen the show yet. I think it's available for me to watch on Amazon. But it's not one that's on the top of my list at the moment. But if I find out more about it, it may get bumped up. You know, like Game of Thrones. I was helping somebody else that liked Game of Thrones, and so I bumped Game of Thrones up and watched all of that on Amazon. All right, so MD does stand for medical doctor, an epidemiologist. Cool. Terry Carlson, great. That's all you have to say? Is that great as in good, or great as in, oh, great, another one? Because having gone to this one, YouTube said, well, we recommend this other one from 8 months ago. There was a primary, LDS primary teacher, and he also had his primary class, his kids, come to his house for sleepovers. And so at least one kid had been sexually assaulted by this LDS primary teacher. So, great. So, yeah. Alrighty. And my thoughts? Oh, Jennifer Flower was watching at 12:30 a.m. from Idaho. I should be in bed as well. So are you on vacation, Jennifer, or is that where you live? So, yeah, I found that cute little baby with a teddy bear, and I had to put it in there. It was so cute. A Hodgie, and they have a baby picture with, I guess, Daddy holding them. So is this channel for the baby or for the dad holding the baby? Okay, he replied on a Hodgie's comment, so I've already commented to him. I'm not going to watch an hour-long video. Do you have a certain point I'm supposed to watch? And what was I promoting? Research? What were you promoting? Dude, if you're gonna shield yourself with a baby, I'm just gonna delete you. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. It takes a while to build temples. Case in point, the Philippines temple that was announced in 2010. And blah, 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 blah. No, you're missing the point, dude. Is this the stats video? Yeah, where's the Russian temple? Okay, so... don't come onto my channel and promote Russian propaganda or corrupt Mormon propaganda. Now, the Russian propaganda was somebody else that I had banned from my channel. Here's another. Okay, so I don't know if I put the stats in here. Going to watch, no, I have no idea, and that's bad, but wait a minute. Oh no. And that's bad. And what was I promoting? Research. Yeah, you're not getting it, dude. Apparently, you're not watching my video links. So here's another. Are we at the breaking news yet? Daily Beast, Trump campaign, refused all material on campaign. Nope. Alrighty. So Travis, Wayne, Goodsell, LDS stats. There's your research for you. Alright. Yeah. Oh. Today's plans video has the epidemiologist responding. I am having a jaw-dropping moment right now. The synchronicity of this video with what's been going on with me since yesterday evening are blowing my mind. My goodness, this is a long personal one. Even though she's posted it, I'm not going to read it to you guys, but I'm very curious to read what she's saying. So excuse me. Oh, looks like Malcolm Nance. Yep. Yep. I've got 2 of his books. The Plot to Hack the Election, I think it's called, and The Plot to Destroy America. It could be The Plot to Hack America and then The Plot to Hack or Destroy America. He's an intelligence expert. terrorist intelligence expert specifically. To that book. Today's Plans? Was that the one where I put the Greek books? What book? Oh, no, here it is. None dare call it conspiracy. Okay. 4-hour audio book. And long story. Joseph Smith and polygamy. Hyper-focus on the topic of church essays. 40 wives murdered by Brigham Young. Written history being altered to set up Joseph Smith as one who introduced polygamy. Okay, so yeah, she's definitely listening to my videos and paying attention. I could not shake this topic from my mind last night, and I woke up thinking about it this morning. I really enjoy Grant Palmer's works. Last night I rewatched several interview videos of him on YouTube. I believe he did a great job uncovering the works that historians and Brigham Young tried to create, and that the church has tried to keep hidden, as they've tried to paint a pretty picture of church history to feed the membership. However, since controlling the mindset has become increasingly difficult since the information age has come about, the church came out with the church essays, throwing Joseph Smith under the bus, and with written history from Brigham Young's time. I actually jotted down several notes last night while I was watching Grant Palmer videos. I had the intention of writing you today regarding some of the questions that came to me. Oh, we have questions. Okay. Centered around the efforts looking into the debate. Or was he murdered and framed by Joseph Smith? Yeah, he was framed. IMO. I don't know what IMO stands for. I was gone for the text generation, and so I missed out on a lot of the abbreviations like WTF and BTW and others. I think one of the biggest problems today is the way people identify with one group and just automatically support any idea that the entire group adopts. Yeah, it's called tribalism. Yeah. Automatically accept. See, members of the church have already established the church as a tribe. And so anything that Jesus says has to support the church as a tribe. If Jesus says anything that contradicts what the church is or is doing or says, then Jesus is wrong and has to conform to the church. That's how bad tribalism gets in people's mindset. Cultish anthem. Follow the prophet. Yeah, there's lots of errors in the primary songbook. One of my popular ones that I tried to get into the head of my second wife, who's now my ex-wife, is that she liked the primary song, "Faith is Knowing." No, it's not. Faith is believing. And when the sun is gone, like it is now, you don't know the sun will rise in the morning. We don't know. Nobody knows. Unless we follow the sun 24/7, we don't know. We have faith that the sun will rise in the morning. And when it rises and we see it, now we know. So the primary song is wrong. Faith is believing the sun will rise. And once it's risen, we have faith no more. It's now dormant until it sets, and we have to exercise our faith again until it rises the next day. So that's an error in the primary songbook. We are teaching the Mormon youth incorrectly about the basic principle of the gospel, faith. Remember, Mormons, you don't want to learn about any deep doctrine. I only want to focus on the basics. There's the basics for you. And, okay, that's the Chicago police sex abuse charges, R. Kelly, I guess. So, when's the Manafort thing coming out, Mueller? So, yeah, it's bad news in the church. And as a result, Mormons fit the scriptures to what they're being indoctrinated in. And so James, where it says faith without works is dead, Mormons just disregard that now. Even though it's a scripture mastery, Mormons say, yeah, whatever. You know, I have faith, and I do good things as a result of my faith. No, that's not how it works. You can't just get a seed and then, you know, take care of that seed by, you know, keeping it safe in a jar, and then go around and do other things other than planting that seed in the ground. What James is talking about is faith in a word has to be worked on. The word has to be worked on. And there are gazillions, quadrillions. I was doing a number on how many people could fit on the land masses of the world. It's like 16 quadrillion people I could fit on this earth. 16 quadrillion. We have no lack of space, as our government are trying to perpetuate on us. But, yeah, so Mormons don't know their own doctrine. And that's the most frustrating thing. And I thought that that was just at the membership level all these decades. Because I already knew what the doctrine of the church was. And going around telling Mormons this, and Mormons were disagreeing with me all this time. And so I thought that it was a member problem. I did not see it in the prophet problem until after everything hit the fan. And now I start listening and catching things by the leaders, and I'm going, oh, they didn't just say that, did they? Oh, they did. All right, so, all right. And you started out immediately describing a strong desire today to work on Joseph Smith is not a polygamist. And you stated, when I get inspired, I need to work on it immediately when the inspiration lasts. Man, she has good recall. That was the moment my chin hit the floor. And you even went on to show your piles of other ideas. Yeah, that pile, that pile, that pile. The other pile is not a pile. But, yeah. She has a similar pile. She wants to, it's a pile of research suggestions. Yeah, that's similar. My ideas have to be researched as well. But most of it, I already know where to do the research. That's probably the difference, is that you have to figure out where to find the information for your research, whereas I know what I'm looking for with my ideas. So, like, for example, Joseph Smith is not a polygamist. I already know the answers, and so I just need to find them on the internet to do the video. And so that's what you see in that part 1 that I did today, is those are the idea of doing the video for Joseph Smith is not a polygamist. I already had all the answers in my head. I just had to put it out on paper for you, just like a math equation. to show my work and how I came to my answer. Okay. I still have no idea as to why the sudden obsession. Synchronicity of my questioning and your focus on it today has me at attention. I am so eager to see what info you present in your next video on this topic. And chances are, I'm guessing you will not even get around to reading this comment of mine till after you have finished and uploaded the video on this topic here. If this is all random coincidence, wow. If this has been intentionally synchronized by someone or someone else, wow. Yeah, cool. Yeah, like I said, I'll get to, oh, Zealander replied immediately. And do I get to ban you now? No, you're way off. Yeah, bye-bye. No toleration for ignorance. Man, that was on my cool, funky thing. Nope, no. Cancel. Zealander, hide this user. Zealandzen has been banned for unsound contention that was promoting lies that are a national security threat. So it's great that you think I'm right about the church, but if you can't connect the dots with Trump, you are perpetuating the national security threat. Just like, what's her name? The blonde that looks like Ivanka that claimed she was talking to Trump all this time and came out with her statement. The real security threat is that Trump is an idiot. And so, yeah, she gets it. She wanted Trump to do well, but anyway, but that's why we're waiting on Mueller, or on Mueller for the Manafort filing, is because it's gonna. We're hoping it'll reveal something. In addition to sexual abuse. Okay, so it's still sexual abuse is everywhere, and Mormons are a part of this. Because the sex sting here in Utah with the LDS bishop, there was a number of guys, and this bishop was a police officer, as well as doing community work. He was involved in a community organization. I guess it was St. George, but I thought it was Lehigh where they caught him. Well, anyway. Okay, so set that up. Alrighty. LDS Church. So you didn't get to the polygamy video yet, then, I guess. MD, epidemiologist. Stephen. Oh man, dude, you're like way off topic here, guy. Why did members of the church support FDR, Lyndon Johnson, Harry S. Truman? No, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ban you, Stephen. You cannot focus on my videos. You're wanting to promote your own agenda. I warned you not to do that, and you're not listening. Stephen Cullen Bourne. Stephen Cullen Bourne has been warned not to use my channel for his agenda. don't know if that's the right word for his agenda. He has his own channel, and I would encourage him to take advantage of it. Because I'm sure whatever device he's using, it has a camera feature so that he can do his own videos and upload them to YouTube. So, and it's apparently not going to delete his other stuff. David O. McKay praised Jim Crow laws in the South. LBJ said all of them N-word voting Democrats for the next 200 years. Why did Lyndon B. Johnson win Utah? Do it on your channel, dude. Alright, let's get rid of these. Dale Ryder. I don't promote and share the LDS Church, so it looks like we're about to get to Dale Ryder. Okay. Yep, there it is. Last one. Dale Ryder, why do you espouse a religion, denomination that you can promote and share? That I can? Huh? Why do you espouse a religion that you can promote and share? I'm not LDS. What? I'm confused. Why do I espouse the LDS Church that I can promote and share? Because it's wrong? I'm not LDS, but feel what you're doing day after day is going to be counted against you at the time of judgment. Dude, you're using your outside religious views, which are not LDS, as you indicate, to impose on me how I should behave and treat the LDS Church. You can't do that, dude. This is to Mormons, and so I am speaking to Mormons in their understanding, their religion, their thought processes, their doctrine, their ritual, their traditions, their practice. Oh, there's Mueller. Has it come out? Brian. It's the intro, and it's muted so that I won't get this video banned by MSNBC. Even though I'm promoting them by having a little small caption for them, but because Trump's going to Korea next week to have an affair with his buddy Kim Jong-un. Alright, so Dale. And Brian has a cool theme song. I really like that. Dun, 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 dun. It's like a war march or something. So, oh, no, still awaiting. Man, it's after midnight. No, it's 11. Okay, so he has till midnight, I guess. He's going to wait till the final minute. Dale, I appreciate your visit to this video as a new viewer. My audience is focused on the LDS Church, though antis, formers, and nons find my information interesting or sometimes entertaining. whether or not that is my intention. Source confirms New York prosecutors are okay, state charges. Yeah, they're protecting their case against Manafort in case Trump does pull a pardon for him, and thus obstructing justice. Okay. So, because the LDS Church is my focus, I use Mormon learning, understanding, religious views, doctrines, rituals, theology, practices, and traditions, and not those of other religions. So, I am not worried about judgment with regards to the Mormon Church. Oh man, I gotta get. Oh, I'm behind. Okay. For as you will learn from my videos, they are not the true church they claim to be. Okay. Alrighty. And that's that for that. We'll leave me in YouTube here while I take care of this and take care of that. That's how was my experience? Like pulling teeth. I don't like surveys. People need to stop with the surveys. They're trying to obtain data information like Cambridge Analytica, and I don't like that. So stop it. Okay, well, we're at almost at an hour, so that should give MD plenty of listening material at work, although it's a weekend. Does an epidermatologist work on the weekends? I know some doctors have to, working in a hospital. So I don't know. So we'll find out if she replies. Good night, everyone.